Hey Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, it can be your North Node as well. So where is that in your chart? Sagittarius, you are doing a lot of thinking. Really doing a lot of reflection, aren't you? You know what? It's so weird because I started this read. I was trying to shuffle the cards and you know, I don't know. I was just trying to get all the cards out. Whatever messages need to come out, I just let them pop out. And when I was shuffling each deck, I would go to shuffle, and it was like the energy was of flowing, and then all of a sudden it would stop and it'd get in a rut. It was like you know, that whole like it doesn't want to shuffle. It wants to shuffle at first and then it stops cooperating. Do you stop cooperating with someone or something? Is there something you're resisting? Because I think at first you're like, yes, this is what I want. This is the direction I'm going. This is what we're doing. Or this is what I'm doing. And then after you are started, you stop and you like recoil, or you malfunction. You have like some sort of malfunction going on here. Yeah, it's like you stop and you have to think about things again. It's like you're going in this direction and you start taking action, but then you stop. Do you have an Aries and Taurus in your first house, Sagittarius? If you do, that would explain this energy. If you don't, that's fine too. This message is still for anyone with Sag, wherever that Sag is in your chart. Okay? You're having a hard time following through with something. Spirit is telling you it's time to go ahead and take action. Come to the edge, and I think this is Yang. Yeah, Yang is like the Ace of Wands, right? Come to the edge. Look at things a little differently. Come all the way to the edge. Go ahead and take a chance. Take a chance, Sagittarius. You're being inspired to do so at this time. Okay? There is some sort of energy about follow the leader. So this card speaks about if there is someone in your life that you admire, do what they're doing. That's how you're going to be successful with whatever this is for you, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. Whatever this is for you that you're doing a lot of contemplating over, and you're feeling kind of stuck, like you move forward, but then you take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. It's like you're not moving. There might be someone that you admire. You need to follow their direction. If they are a very successful business person, and you want to be like them, now's a good time to start doing some of the things that they're doing. Follow whatever they're doing. If they don't, if you're going out drinking all the time, and this person that you admire, who might be your boss, or maybe a family guy or something like that, right? Or a girl, family guy or girl. Whatever they're doing, maybe they don't go out and party anymore. Maybe they don't drink anymore, or maybe they just drink on the weekends. Or, you know, whatever they're doing to be successful, maybe they go on dates with their wives or their husbands. You know, they plan things, they plan dates and stuff, and that's why they have a successful marriage. Or they're successful in work because, you know, they stay sober during the work week, and only on the weekends do they embark in such festivities, right? And celebrations. Maybe there's someone you value that is a free spirit, and you're feeling stuck, right? And you're like, I want to be like that person. They just pick up and they go, and travel all over the world, and I just admire that they're fearless, and they take action to do what they want and to get what they want, right? They're taking action. Spirit is saying you need to take action on something that you have been hesitating on. Do whatever it is that the person you admire or the people you admire. If you admire something about them, try to facilitate that change in your life, okay? Sagittarius. There is something about details. I don't know if you are dealing with some sort of legal matters, or maybe you are pondering buying a new home, selling your home, buying a new home. Maybe you're pondering marriage. I mean, that could be something that you sign papers for, right? Any kind of situation here for you where you have to sign papers of some sort, okay? Like you have to literally sign your name to something, buying a new home, going into an apartment, or a condo or something. Maybe you are renting an Airbnb for 3 months. I mean, I don't know. Whatever this is for you, okay? Maybe it's marriage. Maybe it is buying a new car for your child. Whatever this is, it's like, make sure you're clear on the details, because right here, if you flip this upside down, it says clarity. So make sure things are clear. Read the fine print, okay? Wizard of Awareness is here. It's like, what is it that you want to manifest with intention? What are your intentions? This is what you need to get clear on. I think this is what you need to get clear on. This is what you need to have clarity on, the details. Be detailed about what you're trying to manifest. What is your intention? You are a powerful wizard, Sagittarius. You are a creator, okay? You are creating things. You're creating things every day, every minute of the day. When you're thinking about something and then you go do it, that is you manifesting and then it coming to fruition, right? What are your intentions? You need to start getting into the nitty-gritty of the details of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, Sagittarius. That is where you're going to have success, okay? I do feel like there are people that are also, that look up to you. That could be children, that could be family, that could be friends, that could be business, right? It could be any and all. There are people that are following you, and you need to be sharp, and you need to stay savvy about this, okay? Because they are going to monkey see, monkey do. They're going to follow whatever it is that you're doing. So if you're going and getting drunk every day, or you're going to the strip clubs, or you're going to, and you're making this like a normal thing, like, oh, it's normal to subjugate somebody, or you know what I mean? Like, if you are doing these naughty, dark things, there are people that are following you. You realize that you are a leader. Do you realize that, Sag? You need to make a very good impression on people. You need to start being the person that you want to be, okay? Not a person that hides in the shadows and you need to start working on yourself, Sag. There are people following your lead. And if you want them to be successful, you need to show them how to be successful. If you want them to have a successful relationship, you need to show them how to have a successful relationship. You need to be the change that you want to see in the world, okay? You are a leader, Sagittarius. You need to start thinking about all those little details. You can't just live, just like by the seat of your pants and doing all these crazy things if you don't want your children to do those things. If you don't want your children to reside in that kind of environment or atmosphere, and you want better for them, be that change. Show them that there is better out there, because all they can see is what you are doing. And if you aren't living up to your own leadership quality, you've got some changes to make, Sagittarius. I think you are thinking about this. You already know. You already know that you need to be the change, because people depend on you and they follow you. I think you have more people that admire you than you realize. And I think that's maybe why you're living so recklessly, okay? That might be this energy. You might be living very recklessly. I don't know. This is for a Sagittarius that is living recklessly. Beginnings. East. I don't know why, but there's like 4 or 5 of the signs this week that have one direction, that like they're going in a direction. They're going in one direction. Out of all of these cards, okay, all of these cards, there are 4 directions: north, south, east, west. You got east. You got it last week too. Sag, is this resonating with you? Somewhere east. Are you moving somewhere east? Are you thinking about beginning a new life somewhere east of wherever you're living? The East Coast, I don't know, just a state east, or a country east. Are you moving? Are you thinking about starting over and moving somewhere east? I don't know. I mean, like the bottom of the deck here is home. No, hearth. Well, it might be home, right? And it says comfort up above. That looks very pleasant. That whole ambiance. It just feels good, right? Are you comfortable where you're at, Sagittarius? Does it feel good wherever you're at? I think there's some sort of movement, a new beginning east. Spirit is telling you need to go east. That is not going to be for everyone. That is going to be for a very specific group of you, okay? Someone that begins something and then they stop because they're like, oh, wait, all these people around me, like, I don't know, something about that. I think you're thinking about what you want to manifest, where you want to settle down career-wise, where you want to settle down home-wise, hearth, right? What feels safe and comfortable for you. I think you've been in this space, a silent place. I mean, look, this is a far cry from this other, right? Stay grounded, Sagittarius. There is the Watcher. It's like you are sitting here thinking, right? Watching, thinking, observing. And I think maybe the area you're in, maybe I think, like I said, east, right? I think that maybe you've been observing the people around you and you're like, maybe this isn't for me. This is not my intention anymore. Like, this served its purpose. And now I need to go find my happiness, right? You might be moving to an east coast of some sort, right? Wherever an east coast is from you. Somewhere east. Maybe that has water. Maybe if you're in the States, Florida, or New Jersey, or Maine, or Delaware, or South Carolina, North Carolina. Like, maybe that is where you are migrating to, Sagittarius. And I think maybe you're taking your family with you. They're all coming. That is where, are you pregnant, Sagittarius? Or is someone around you pregnant? If that doesn't resonate with you and your situation, it is about you having a pregnant idea, like, this is the new beginning. This is the new beginning I want. This is what I want. It's in gestation mode, okay? It's in gestation because she is pregnant. Pregnant with inspiration, possibly. Yeah, you have a lot of observation, like you've been observing your surroundings, and it's like there's a transformation happening there for you. You are getting ready to move also. You have been doing what everyone else has told you to do. You have been following someone else's vision. You've been following someone else's vision. It's time, right? It's time for you to go on your own journey. And I think you're taking people with you. I think you have a family. Look at all those little birds. And it might be friends, because these are not all the same bird. Friends, family, maybe lover, because obviously you are, like, look, they're all different. So you are taking, you are taking your family and you're moving somewhere. You've been observing where you're at. You've been thinking about it. You're like, now it's time to take action. You're getting the green light, the blue light in this case, right? It's like you have spirit all around you. Oh my gosh, I never noticed this in this card. Okay. Right here is like a face, like spirit this is north. And down here you can barely see it, but there's a, what is that called? It is for a boat, like a sailboat. This is your true north. Wherever you're going, it's your true north. I think you're finally surrendering to this with surrender here, and surrendering to your journey, your new path, you are surrendering to this new path. There's a lot of nourishment, and there's a great abundance there. I think whenever you move to wherever east is for you, Sagittarius, you are going to find that you are going to break the mold. You are going to break the cycle of whatever this has been you've been in, and you are like coming to life. There's going to be so much abundance for you there. It's going to be, you're going to have so much prosperity, and you're going to prosper so much. This is a big deal, Sagittarius. This is a huge, huge deal, okay? It's like you have to make the move with the masculine energy. This is about you taking action. You have to do it. You have to take action. And I think you're going to do it it's going to take about a month, and you're going to be on your way by the next full moon. Not this full moon. I think by this full moon in Virgo, you're going to make the decision. And then by the next full moon in Libra, you're going to be there. You're going to already be there and living it. You're being called to this, Sagittarius. This is a higher calling, and you know it. You have to walk through that. It's your path. It's your journey. Somewhere that you're super attracted to. There's a new beginning here. It's like, here it is, new beginning. And then there's walk through the door, Sag. It's like accepting some sort of, you might be getting financial assistance. You might be getting help moving. You might be finally accepting some sort of relationship or partnership. It's like someone is coming into union. One of you Sages or many of you are coming into union with someone. I think what you've been doing, you've been following someone else's lead, someone else's dream, someone else's vision. And I think that I think that you know that. You've been thinking about this for a while. You've been living someone else's life. Someone else's dream for you, because that was their dream, so they forced that on you. It's like conditioning, right? You've been conditioned. Have you been conditioned? It's time to break out of that mold, Sagittarius. It's time, because you're being called to, with the next card here, called. And it says, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. You're walking, you're moving through some sort of energy. Gosh, I'm serious, like 4 or 5 different signs are moving. The great severing. Yeah, you're definitely leaving a place that you've been in for a long time. And it is going to be a great severing, because I think you've created your identity in this place, in this community. I think that you thought that that was who you were. You created this persona, right? That's not who you are. That was, like I said, that was conditioned. And now you're thinking, well, you know what? You've had a lot of anger. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I think that you've been feeling a little angry about the situation you've been in, and that's why it's time to go, right? The great severing. It's time to literally pack up and move. Maybe you're moving somewhere with a desert, or moving from a desert area to somewhere else, somewhere with water. Opposite energy, right? Yeah, so Mars energy is about taking action. Baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense with the next card here. Baby steps. Action. Action is required. You are needing to move something. Many people, I think there's a family moving somewhere east. Now, vigilance, prospects, and strategy came out in this other deck here. Let me show you. Look for opportunities. Keep going. Don't quit. Make your own luck. The path is lit. Vigilance. Prospects. Securing your future. Wise spending. Speculation. Acquire. Compound and fund. Strategy. Plan your attack. Plan your move, right? The details matter. What is your intention? Why are you moving? What's your intention? I need to know details, right? That's you. You need to know the details. Get into the nitty-gritty of the details. What is it that you are hoping from this move? Is it, I mean, you can't take all you can move yourself, but you have to start healing something that's within you, right? You can't take what you've been doing. If you don't like this life that you've been living, it's not your life. It's the vision that other people had for you, and they kind of pushed you and pressured you to fit into some sort of mold. If you don't like that, what is it about that life that you don't like? Get into the details of it. And then when you move, change that so you don't ever have to feel that way again, so that you're not living someone else's life and vision. What don't you like about that life? Maybe everyone around you, all they do is drink. And that's the career path you chose, because you have to be around all these drunk ass people, because maybe they're the ones with the money and that's the environment you live in, right? I don't know. Maybe they're all doing drugs and drinking heavily, and you're like, that's not really me. I've just been doing it though. I've been following suit. I've been following the leader. I've been following whatever everyone else is doing. But that's not really what I want to do. That's never been what I actually wanted to do. I did it because I had to fit into that career. I had to fit into that mold somehow, right? I think you're waking up to this. I think you're finally seeing some sort of, it's like a massive awakening for you. You're finally accepting that you can't change the people around you. You can change yourself and you can change your environment. You can't change people around you, Sagittarius. I think that's why you are making this move. I think you are going to be moving because you've tried to be like the people around you, and that's not who you are. You've been just wearing a mask, and it's causing you a lot of sadness and pain. It doesn't feel like home, right? It doesn't feel like this. It feels like this. That is not this. And I think once you do that, I think other people that admire you, other people are going to start admiring you because you're making a massive change, because where you're at is not for you. You might have Gemini somewhere in your chart that is in a key placement, because I did a read for Gemini that where they're at is not for them. It's time to move. It's time to go on and formulate your own life strategy, right? Plan your attack. Plan your move. Research apartments, homes, whatever you need to research. Research jobs. Research land if you want to build a house. I mean, what do you want? Get in the details. You want to build your own house and have your own custom home? Well, what does that look like? Details. Be very clear about what your intentions are. Are you single and you want to have a family and you can't do it because of the position, the job that you have? It takes too much of your time and energy and early mornings, late nights. I mean, change your job. Do you want to have a family? But you're like, I don't know how to do that. Well, you have to go and mingle. You have to go and meet people somehow, some way. There's different ways of doing it. You have to like get outside yourself. You have to be a little uncomfortable for change to happen. You have to be a little uncomfortable for growth. This is how you're growing, Sag. Get into the details of what you envision your life to be and what you don't want. Make sure you are detailed about that too. That it's a big deal. What do you not want? Research, references, visible, key position, deserved pay, okay? Full bloom is at the bottom of this next one. Well, it's the one that came out, and then I'll read you the next card. Oh my God, it says like minds. Okay, full bloom is the one that came out, and it says you reach your potential to make your money grow. Mature, invested, peak. Now at the bottom is like minds. Where you're at, people don't think the way you do. People don't want the same things. They have another vision. That's why you need to remove yourself from that situation and go on your own path, right? Pave the way. Other people will be like, oh my God, he did this, she did this. Why can't I? I don't like living here either. Why did I feel like I had to be stuck? You feel stuck. But you've been making yourself stuck. It's not anyone else, it's you. You have to decide this. It says, like minds, find your tribe and share ideas in abundance, giving inspired support. You might be dealing with another person. There's two birds there. And then this says branch out. Diversify your income and do some networking. Side job, increase, expand. Maybe you need to change career paths. I think that you already know that. You're already thinking about it. You're thinking about all of this. This is what you're thinking. And at the bottom of that was what remains. Pick up the pieces and build something new, Sagittarius. Start over, adapt, move on. Okay? What remains? Pick up the pieces and build something new. What you've been doing hasn't worked for you. Start over. Start over. Make a whole new life. Make a whole new you. You move somewhere. Nobody knows you. You can be whoever you want. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be, Sagittarius? That's really inspiring. It's time to move on. Right? It's time to move on to new horizons. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better and better. Continue on and you can achieve great things. Don't stop. Be inspired. It's time to move. Where you're at isn't working for you, Sagittarius, and you already know that. You have tried and tried and tried in this atmosphere, in this space. You have tried to fit in with people that they don't think the way you do. They don't have the same goals. They don't have the same vision. It's time to move on and build something new. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot really fast. Okay. Judgment. Making a decision to be something new. Let that scared person that you've been, let that person burn up. This is the stronger you coming in. This is the stronger you rising. This is the phoenix rising within you, Sagittarius. It's time. It's time to rise. Yeah, strength is at the bottom. It's going to take a lot of strength and courage to create the life that you want, but you are being given the okay, the green light to go ahead and do so, because I think you're finally accepting who you are, and that's why you are surrendering to this. You're finally accepting and surrendering to who you are. And you might be surrendering and accepting. Maybe there's a love around you that it's been difficult for you guys to come together because of all these different obstacles I've been talking about. There's something very sobering about surrender, right? And acceptance. Accepting this new path. Your new beginning is going to be so prosperous, okay? Nourishment. Nourish your soul. Nourish whatever it is that your soul is starving for. Give it that. It's time to be, and underneath the deck is the Lovers. It's a big decision, and you're going to be probably taking children with you or something. I don't know. You have people around you that are going to be moving with you, okay? Okay. Yeah. Whoops. Ah, it's messy. It might feel messy. Oh, look at that. There's a move there. Move. I think that, yeah, you are finally coming to terms with who you are and realizing that where you've been and what you've been doing, that's not you at all, is it? 7 of Wands. This is your challenge. It is going to be challenging. It is going to be challenging because you have put a lot of time and effort into the place that you are at, or and the people that you have been around. And the Spirit is saying it's okay. It's time to conquer this. This is a new quest for you. Seven of Wands is usually about spirit challenging you and others challenging you. But I think that you are putting all those wands down and you are conquering. You're going to be very, very prosperous in this new beginning. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yes, you have an absolute new beginning, a new job, new career, new house, new friends. All of it's going to look different for you. It's like you're still trying to decide. There's been a lot of juggling. You have gone through it, haven't you, Sag? Oh, bless your heart. All right, any other message? What is this? I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to see what time frame is this. I'm not going to pull any more tarot. I'm going to get into timing. When can Sagittarius, when is Sag moving? When is Sag going to talk about and plan and take action on this move? What is the timing card for Sagittarius? Well, this card flew out. Grand Trine, blessings. When is Sagittarius going to make this move? Start planning and taking action on this move. When? Spirit, please give us a timing card. Spirit's like it's mystery. Black Moon Lilith, mystery. Spirit's not going to tell us. I think Spirit's kind of telling us. At the bottom is Libra. Okay, so we have a full moon coming at the end of next month, so April. There is a full moon in Libra. And I think you're going to take action on it by then. Or be moving by then. There's some sort of action that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a little different for everyone. Like it says, mystery. It's a mystery. But there's going to be so many blessings that come from this, okay? Also, a timing would be a trine, right? In your natal chart, wherever there's a trine with your Lilith, involving your Lilith, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit. I want to investigate a little bit because I love investigating things, learning. Okay, so by the end of next month, you are going to, I think you're going to be, you're thinking, trying to get all the details down about where you want to go, what you want to do, what are your intentions. Like, moonlight is after that. Deep freeze. Yeah, you've been in a deep freeze. And then, do you want to go to the mountains? Look at this. Do you want to go somewhere where you can see the stars and be somewhere lush? There's greenery there. I think that's probably somewhere tropical. Do you want to go to the mountains? Somewhere cold? Do you want to go to the desert? Somewhere warm? Do you just want to go somewhere that is green and lush and lovely? Ireland? I don't know. What is your dream? What are your intentions? Do you want to go to the mountains? Do you want to live in the mountains? Here's some ideas for you to contemplate, right? You've got some big decisions to make. And I think it's going to happen with that Libra full moon coming at the end of April. With the balancing act. You've got a lot to figure out, Sagittarius. You've got a lot to keep in balance while you're trying to figure this out, right? And then this says rescue. Do you want to go somewhere where there's waterfalls? What brings your spirit to life? What resonates with your soul, with your spirit, with your heart? Not what you think would be good, like, oh, I think maybe here or there. No, what feels good? What feels good to you, Sag? What resonates with your heart space? What resonates with you? Is it the ocean? Do you want to live by the ocean? Do you want to live where there's lots of lakes or rivers? Or just a bunch of fields, you know? Like, what does your dream look like? What brings you to life when you talk about it and you just light up? What is it that would bring you to life again, Sag? Because where you're at has not been, that's not the place for you. What's your North Node saying? What is your soul saying? When I talk about North Node, that is your soul's purpose. What direction? What direction do you want to go? Life is your oyster. It's whatever you want to manifest. What do you want to manifest? What feels good? All right. Well, I'm going to leave it all at that. Okay. So, I love you guys. I hope I wasn't too harsh, and I know you have a lot to think about, don't you, Sag? A lot to think about. It's going to be a change and it's going to look completely different from where you've been, and you're taking people with you, children, parents, siblings, I don't know, friends. You're taking people with you, and I feel like you are like, I don't know, is this going to be the right move for them? No, it's about you doing what's right for you, and then they will follow. They will follow you because they know, their soul knows, this is what's right for my love. This is what's right for my parents. This is what's right for my siblings. This is what's right for my friend, you know. They'll either follow you if they're meant to be with you, or they won't. And that's okay. You're doing what is right for you. You're loving yourself, and you are honoring your soul's desire, okay? Go somewhere that feels like home. Where is that? All right, I love you, Sag. You've got a lot to think about. I can't wait to hear about your journey.